That is where I noticed that, oh yeah, this guy is a good dancer, because if you match your team and you have that kind of expression in your dance moves, like the smiling, the attitude, that is where people know that, oh yeah, this guy is a good dancer.
Welcome to this interview.
Thank you so much, Chief. I really appreciate your time.
Your name?
I'm Barclay M, Teah, and also known as Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's a dance name?
Yeah.
Great. Tell us, what group you belong to?
Oh, I'm part of the Fantastic Force dance crew.
Fantastic Force dance crew. Where is it located in Monrovia?
We're based in 72nd.
72nd?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about this crew? How did it come about?
Well, I started dancing in Kru Town. Yeah, but my dad never used to like it. But later on, my mother tried to slink in somehow to make me to do my dance. And later on, we went Buchanan. Yeah, when I went Buchanan, I met a few guys who loved to dance. And I started to train some of them. In the year 2014, 15, 16, I started recruiting more guys. So more people came over, and from there we started getting some trophy. Yeah, winning some dance competition, and later on we came to Monrovia. That is how we started having a strong bond together as a team, because we got to know that if we distance ourselves, we will not be able to achieve our goals. So we decided to live together as a team. Yeah.
Working on something like this requires having minds like yours.
Yeah.
So somebody would care to know what kind of people you work with. I mean, age group that you would choose to work with. Maybe people in the 30s, 20s, what?
For now, because the way we see the world now, for what we're doing, we need people with energy. Yeah, meaning for my team, we move with energy. When we dance with energy. So we will need people like 18, 17, 16. Because in that time, you have more energy. When you're performing, people will be like, wow. But when you're 30, you will not be able to perform like us.
Somebody would care to know why young people, instead of doing something else, you find yourself moving around dancing here and there. I mean, what is so particular about this for which you've been drawn to?
Okay, one, I believe in myself and I believe in God, because I know that what I'm doing is not business. It is only because we found ourselves in Liberia, but outside the world, like the Western world, we got people there who live on dance. They dance to pay their house rent, they dance to carry on their normal activities. But because we found ourselves in this country, so when somebody hear that, oh, you're a dancer, I say, that guy's not serious. I don't think you want to go somewhere. Yeah, but for me, I believe that once I'm dancing, there will be somebody somewhere one day going to spark me and get me to the level that I want to see myself.
Is there any professional training, basically, that one gets before you become the kind of dancer you're supposed to be?
Yeah, when I started, I never started with hard training. But when I started going further, I got to know that the Afro dance I'm doing, it requires jogging, sit-up, push-up. Yeah, so all of those things required too.
So what are the kinds of music you dance to?
I do Afro, which is the African music. I do American beats, like the popping, the breakdance, and all of those things.
What's about traditional music? You come from a traditional background, Liberia in particular, as we see it. Do you also dance to traditional songs?
Yeah, I dance to traditional beats. Yeah, but I will mix it with the Afro dance, because I will not give that traditional dance like the way people can dance the African beat. I will just mix it and give it that kind of flow.
Too many times when people are dancing, you found that at times the body language would not be the same. You will see maybe one person is going this way, another person is going the other way. Do you have a sort of uniformity that for your case, the way the music beat looks like, the way the sounds come out, that's the same way you roll with it. Is that the case?
Yeah, when you guys are about to practice, you have to listen to the music like 1 or 2 weeks. I mean, let's just say 1 week. Yeah, during that time, you have to know all the steps in the music. When the music rise, when it come down, yeah, when the music stay in the middle, you have to study that, because if you're trying to choreograph or dance and you're trying to do a music, you have to watch all of those things, because there is where your fan base going to watch your movement. Yeah, when you're going high, which is the beat is on high speed, you murder that. When it come low, you get certain form to put there to make them to feel you. And we practice often, because if you're not practicing often, I tell you no lie, you will not dance to the beat the way your fans want you to dance to it.
Apart from this, are there some other activities you are involved with? I mean, education, business, something else that helps to bring you together?
Yeah.
Do you care to tell us?
I'm studying computer because my father bought a book in that small thing. So he said that you can do your dancing, but you have to add something to it, because age will come. You will reach your 40, your 50. You will try to open up a business. And if you don't have anything upstairs, then I tell you no lie, you will not see yourself anyway. You'll be like other people. Yeah, so I'm studying computer, and due to the coronavirus, I'm supposed to go to the university, but due to the coronavirus, everything ceased down.
How do you distinguish between a bad dancer and a good dancer?
A bad dancer, which is the hip movement or what?
Yeah, the movement, whatever. You tell, how
Okay.
can you tell, no, this person is not a good dancer, this person is a good dancer?
Okay, one, your way of coming on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, because that is where your fame watch. Your way of coming on stage, and if you are in a team, the way you move for your team. That is where I noticed that, oh yeah, this guy is a good dancer, because if you match your team and you have that kind of expression in your dance moves, like the smiling, the attitude, that is where people know that, oh yeah, this guy is a good dancer. And if you come in a freestyle, the way you hit the stage to make your fans know that, oh yeah, I about to enjoy myself. Yeah, that is where people know that you're a good dancer.
What's the membership of your group, your dance crew?
Membership, for now, we're not recruiting people.
How many of you are there now?
We are about 8 persons.
8. Have you been called at any point in time to perform for a particular artist? Let's say Dance, let's say Christoph, maybe they're coming up, launch of their music and say, well, come over and dance for us?
Yeah, we've been called so many times. But most of our things we do in Liberia are based on friendship. So most often we don't accept people who just want you to come, you dance, and you don't even have the transport to pay you and go back. So for us, we dance with the culture ambassador, which is Julie. We dance with her because
Julie Andy?
Yeah.
You dance when she's having her program,
Yeah,
she invites you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So meaning for Judy Andy is the only artist that my team has performed with on the program.
Do you really earn money from this activity?
For the money bar, it like off and on.
Why say so?
Because most often guys who want you to do their music will come up, mommy, I want you to do my song, but they don't have the cash. You will say, oh, mommy, no, Liberia, let's do that. But for the big names like Judy that I call, when she want you to perform in your music video, just know that you want a done deal. You don't have to worry about, oh yeah, money and this and that. Yeah, but for the money there now for us, we are already on top of the game now. But for those that are down, I tell you no lie, they are not benefiting themselves. Yeah.
The question also that follows is that if you look at our country, too many times people want almost everything free.
Yeah.
And you are a young person, as you said, your father told you that, well, age will catch up with you. So you need this, and so forth. He might not be in a position tomorrow to establish a business for you, but it will require on your own effort. The question is, are you trying to get it standardized to the point that before you get out there, you can actually realize the essence of your being out there dancing?
Yeah, sure. I'm working on it every day and night. Yeah, for now, we just got in contact with somebody from the state, and they said they're going to help us And luckily the person sent down our personal camera. Yeah, so right now we're trying to build up a studio, a dance studio, similar something like this, that we can be able to keep giving our fans what they need, like dance tutorial, because in other countries that is where people get their money from. You do dance tutorial, people visit your YouTube channel, they watch your dance tutorial, if they like it, they practice it and redo it. And sometimes other people, like the musicians then, for me, my eyes is not only in Liberia. I do my dance professional because I want the outside world to be able to see and not just saying, oh, the Liberia thing. I want to go, who are these guys? Wow, they are amazing. That is how I work, because I want the perfect work to get out. I want my picture when it get out, or my team work when it get out, somebody should ask where these guys coming from. I don't want you to just see it and say they are Liberians too.
From the point you speak, it tells that you're building a brand of yourself. The point now is that let's look at wedding ceremonies that take place around here. Let's look at birthdays. Let's look at other parties. Have you made efforts in connecting yourself to people so that at least by the time they are having this event on a reasonable level, you can have a negotiation in order to go and have a dance, so at least you amuse and entertain other people who are there?
Yeah, we used to do that, but they never used to give us the attention. Which is
why do you think so?
They said that dance is nothing to Liberia. We used to do that before, but for now, we're not doing that often. They coming after now. Oh yeah, my man, I got my program. I want you guys to be here at so and so time, and I really love the way your team can perform. I know that you guys can spice up my whole event. So for now, we're not really chasing people here and there like the way we used to do back then. So now, we got one party, and when we get in contact with you, we don't have bad work. We do a work that will make you to have a permanent ownership or connection with us, that you say next time, I mean, I will need you here again next time. That is how it works.
Having listened to this, the point also is Monrovia, many times people look at this sad to be Liberia in general. I mean, have you had a look at living from here to go to other counties, like Bon County, like Kakata, which is in Mahanibi County, like Ravasport, in Grand Cape Mount, some of these places, to stage a performance?
Yeah, I went to Sierra Leone 2013. Yeah, but at that time my team were not at this level. And the next time I can remember going about in Liberia was with the culture ambassador. She took us to Kakata, Bon, Nimba, Grand Basso.
You mean in the counties?
Yeah, in the counties. We go, most of the counties went there.
So, as I draw a close on this, you keep mentioning the cultural ambassador, Julie Andy. Have you traveled time to see as to how you could have this deal that you form part of her cultural arrangement? Because most times she's out there, at least apart from just going to perform on big programs. Do you have that strong tie?
Yeah, we have that strong connection, because most often she loves talent. Once you are talented, she's going to make you to get to the world. Once you believe in yourself, she loves people who got the talent, respectful, and once you are honest with her, trust me, most of our program you're going to be there. Yeah, so we in connection. Once you got a program that deserves dancers to be there, we're going to be the first.
Coronavirus came and it's affected many sectors. When you are together many times, sometimes you have this close contact, you have this association. So it came upon in time, and it's been announced that people should not be overcrowded. A lot of restrictions came up. What impact has this actually brought over to your own dance crew?
To my own dance crew? I learned that the war is not the way you see it. You might be here today with somebody, but anything can come at any time to separate you guys. So when the coronavirus came about, we advised ourselves, which is to stay away from places that have much people there, to stay home. And if anybody say, oh my man, after that corona thing, after that I want you to come to my program now. Safety comes first. After the corona stuff, we can still have fun, but the life is important. So I learned that when pandemic or something happening major in the world, we need to stay to ourselves and pray to God. Yeah.
What part of this country you come from?
Which part of the country?
Yeah. What part of Liberia?
I was born in Monrovia, Kru Town, to be precise, and my dad is from Sano County, G2. Yeah, but so me, I don't speak my dad.
You don't speak it? Well, when you're around your parents, that means that you must have followed some of the traditional things they do. For example, the choice of food, like,
yeah,
you know, a particular dish.
Yeah, like my dad used to like pomodoro a lot, so
You used to like it.
Yeah, but I'm not around now, so I don't know what he really like now. But
so what about you?
Me?
Yes.
My mother made me to love all the food because she used to cook too well.
In particular, you gotta be very specific. And look, in as much that she is a good cook, but this is what I think among all. You know, I can eat it for 2 days.
I used to enjoy her jollof rice.
Jollof?
Yes, when she really cooked that jollof, I can eat it for more than 3 days.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The traditional soup, man.
I get a traditional soup would be palm butter too because
that's nothing strange. Because daddy himself had it there just like that.
Yeah.
Well, you are sitting. I just want you to do a bit freestyle while you're sitting. I'm not saying, you know, I know definitely when it comes to dancing, it requires the movement of the feet and what have you. But just do something while you're sitting. Let's see. Somebody wants to know.
Okay, let me just give them a take and.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Good. And the point about it, please, every dance has a kind of message it gives to.
Yeah.
So if you do that, they want you just from doing. What does that mean?
This is a break dance, how the body move, and this is stick, trying to give you sign of backs and what have you. So that is it. This is from America. Most of the American guys are doing. Yeah.
It's been a wonderful time having you in our company today. We look forward to more interaction. What's your name again?
My name is Barclay M, Teah, and also known as Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, on social media, are you connected to specific platforms through which people can access what you do?
Yeah, Fantastic Force. We on Facebook. It'll be Fantastic Force. I'm Barclay Teah on Facebook. And my official page is Barclay the Spider-Man.
So Facebook. What about YouTube? I mean, or Instagram?
Instagram the same, Teah Barclay.
Teah Barclay.
Yeah.
Thank you.